Okay, so where to begin? I'm James. I'm from the East Coast. I'm a bisexual gay male. I think gay for the most part, but you never know in life. I guess that's where I stand. I have lots of questions for the world, like to hear, to view, to see, to answer for yourselves. Do whatever you want with them. But I decided that I wanted to start videoing on YouTube because people need to know, and people need answers sometimes, and people have questions, and going to psychiatrists and therapists and all this craziness is nonsense, right? So I figured I might try to help some people. Okay, so being an East Coaster living in Arizona, I live in Maricopa, and it's a pretty big distance. So here we go. First question of the day. Why, if I want to self-improve, why can't I? Like, what stops me? That's a good question. What stops me is fear. What stops me is the fear of being myself, controlled by my immediate family. So you just want to know what stops you. I want to know what stops you. I think fear is the main thing that stops me, and it really sucks because you can't let fear control your life, as most of you already know. Some of you don't, some of you do. Some of you live in the same fear that I live in, or a different form of the fear. My fear is failure. If you don't try, you don't succeed. So I started my own business, a clothing store here in local Maricopa, Arizona, that is doing little bits here and there, which is good, which is great. And so now, I've started this business. I've gone to college. I failed college twice. I dropped out twice. It's very not fun. I still don't really have a clue what I want to do with my life, and I'm only, 28? But most people already know what they want to do, so it's crazy that I'm out here by myself with my family. So let's see, let's answer some questions. So my first question was, why are we afraid? So we're afraid of failure. Failure is one thing that a lot of people on the earth are afraid of. They're afraid to fail at something that they like. How do you succeed? How do you put the fear aside to let yourself know that you want to try this? Such as losing weight, or getting a dream job, or having money to live on and not having to live paycheck to paycheck, or becoming beautiful, as society so well puts it. Set little goals for yourself. Just little ones. It doesn't even have to be a big goal. I know that it can be hard to even set little goals for yourself because even little goals can be fearful, so you just have to kind of set those goals down. So for instance, losing weight. Right now I'm walking, which is a good way to lose weight. Changing your diet, the way you eat, the way you feel about yourself, the perception of it. I could sit here and tell you that I do these things. The way I feel about myself is that I'm gay, I live in a Christian home. It sucks because your parents want you to be straight, and the world is like your thing, and you have to be accepted, and it gets crazy. So, little steps at a time. You can't conquer all your fears at once. You can't conquer the world. You can't conquer your goals all at once. Take it step by step. If you believe in God, pray. Go to church. Those are one way. That's one way sometimes that helps me. I go to church. I pray sometimes, very seldomly, for guidance. Sometimes I talk to other things. other ways of talking to someone about problems other than the human people on the earth. So find an outlet. Person, music, dancing. I don't recommend drugs or alcohol because drugs and alcohol try to cover up the pain. It doesn't necessarily supersede, oh my god, wow, now I'm trying to use big words. It doesn't necessarily help you any. It kind of more so less covers up that pain until the effects of the drug wear off or the effects of the alcohol wear off, and then you're going, wow, I still feel as shitty as I did before. So then you drink more and you do more drugs because you think it's going to help you cover up, quote, the pain from your past or your life, which isn't true at all. So don't listen to people when they tell you that, because it doesn't necessarily cover up anything. I mean, it doesn't necessarily fix anything. It momentarily fixes it and it covers it up. So my recommendation is to find a healthy outlet for you to go through. In the meantime, you can find me on Facebook for more questions. You can find me pretty much anywhere. You can just jot down questions on here, whatever you want to do. I'll answer anything for you, or try to the best of my knowledge. But in other words, have a great day. Like I said, find one goal. Pick one goal that you really want to accomplish and work out your fears of the goal. Sorry, the geese were honking at me. I'm at the park with my niece. So yeah, just work it out. Find one goal. Find one outlet. Find one way for you to find some happiness in your life. My happiness is my niece. So that's my outlet. Like, that's what I plug myself into. And I try really hard, working full time and such. Alright, so if you have any questions or concerns, drop me a note on here. I'll answer it for you. I'll help you. Whether you like my video or not, I don't care. I just hope you learn something. That's what we're trying to do, learn stuff. Alright, so once again, I'm James. I'll be posting again later this week. Peace.